I've heard it say that ignorance is bliss, but I'd like to add on to that and say mediocrity is bliss. A lot of people would laugh at me if I say that because they're saying you have accepted mediocrity, being average, and you found happiness in something that many people would say is a sorry state of existence. I would say not really. For one, most people are average. The number of people who become exceptional in both directions of the spectrum, like okay, let's say who become champions and everything, is minuscule, and the people who become losers to the worst or like truly the worst in society, it's also minuscule. Most people are roughly in the middle. And being in the middle is not as bad as people make it up to be. Because, for one, you have this thing called hope. You have this thing called the room to improve. If you have room to improve, you have a reason to look forward to tomorrow. If you have room to improve, you have a reason to have hope in the future because there is still that spark, that drive, that oomph that requires you to wake up in the morning. Now, I say this because I see people like Michael Phelps, Usain Bolt, those exceptional people who have risen to the top in their fields. And having risen to the top in their fields, they have lost the will to live, the will to pursue, the will to strive on, and they've sunk into a kind of depression. I think Michael Phelps actually said it publicly, and it's felt by a lot of people, especially who have been to the top of their professions or to the top of their sports, who experienced the high, the enigma, the pure exhilaration of the Olympics. And after achieving and tasting the mountaintop, they fall into a malaise of indifference, of confusion, of lack of direction because they don't know what to do next. It's like uh, post nut clarity. It's like the hangover after an exhilarating evening. Um, your endorphins are coming down. Your brain has tasted the top and it wants to come back, but it doesn't have the enough drive because it already knows there is the sense of novelty has not worn off. The exhilaration of feeling how it is to be flying high is not the same anymore. Kind of like a bird who is flying and just like, okay, I'm flying, but I'm flying. There's nothing there's nothing interesting about flying. I'm an eagle. I'm soaring high. Yeah, so what? Let me just go to the next branch. I'm tired now. So, but if you are a human being and you were given wings and soar like an eagle, you will you will go mad with the exhilaration. You'll go mad with the endorphins, with the dopamine, with the high. So a lot of people, like people like Alex Honnold, who free soloed El Capitan, which is like I don't know 1,000 foot cliff, and he's probably the only person to do it in the history. And I can imagine the nervousness before doing it, the drive, the waking up in the morning, knowing that he's gonna do this, and sometimes backing off. That thrill was was causing so much cortisol, so much endorphins in his system that when he actually went to the top and finished the climb, he felt a sense of relief. He felt a sense of achievement. Felt an incredible high, but then he had to come down. And when he came down, what happens? He's back to normal. He's back to baseline and even below baseline. So this kind of existence is felt by people who are overachievers, and this is the reason why they keep looking for new challenges, because they exist in a state of looking back at their history instead of looking forward, because they yearn for the good old days, for the good old days of striving, the good old days of wanting, of yearning. And those those days of yearning, want, and and strife are the days that are being lived by people who are average, people who have not, who don't have much. These people are in a constant state of want, in a constant state of strive striving and needing. They're always hungry. So if you lose that hunger, you lose hope, you lose an essential part of existence, an essential part of life that gives that extra spice. So I'm not advocating for people to, for everyone to be average, but I'm just pushing against the idea that being average is horrific and you need to be exceptional. I'm just saying it's okay to be average. It's okay to have this contentness in your averageness, but it's also okay to strive, to be, to attempt to be exceptional. But know that only a small percentage of people reach the top. And the reality is, most of us will be born average, live an average life, and die average. So, if once you settle that in your mind, you will have a small piece of happiness, a small piece of contentness, because you 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 now understand how the red race works. And I don't know, maybe they should maybe it's a necessary part of capitalism to have that illusion of anyone can be a president, anyone can make it to the top, anyone can be a titan of industry. No, it's not true. Most people are average, and it's okay.